We've had enough of boondocking. The bus is filthy, our truck is filthy, our shoes are filthy. Norman needs a bath, the sheets need to be washed, and everything needs to be wiped down. Well, we're not really done with boondocking forever, but after being off grid for a month, it's time for a hard reset that lasts more than just a few days. If we haven't met before, we're the Shin Paws. We're a family of 4 who travels full-time, so we can make memories now. We're spending the next 3 days at a full hookup RV resort so we can reset our family and reset the bus. Think of it as spring cleaning, but on a time crunch. Like any good mom, I created us a checklist. There's a lot of things on this list, and we've only got 3 days, and we're also still working and schooling. It's the middle of the week. Stick around to the end, see what it really takes to do everything, how we work together as a family, and if we really can get it all done. Family field trip. We're heading to pick up our packages. After boondocking for almost a month, it was important that we resupplied.
For sure.
So we kind of know what we're picking up, but it's going to be a little bit like Christmas.
I love that.
So Sarah, what's our strategy with packages when we're boondocking for a while?
Once we know what campground we're going to go to next, we always make sure to send them ahead there.
I think we've been ordering stuff for at least 2 weeks.
At least. This was one of the easier times picking up our packages. Sometimes you do need your ID to get them, but this time we did not.
And no reset is complete without a trip to Costco. The only thing better than one buggy at Costco is two buggies. We're gonna divide and conquer. I know Costco can be a sensitive subject for RVers because let's face it, there's just not enough room for these big packages if we buy everything here. However, especially after boondocking, we need to restock the fridge and freezer. And the things I care the most about, like good meat, dairy, produce, I can get here, and then if we're in the middle of nowhere, I know I can open the freezer, open the fridge, and make a great meal for my family.
Well,
I'm tired, and yeah, we got some stuff. Now it's time to head home and see if we can make this all fit.
We love to boondock. The only downside is that our rig gets absolutely filthy.
Yeah, every time we're done boondocking, we have to wash it. Contrary to what people may think, we actually enjoy washing our bus. Yeah, my dad bought us all these fancy pressure washers and soap guns, hoses. It takes playing in the hose to a whole new level.
For sure. We're gonna go get everything out and get this party started. Woo woo!
hey guys, stop what you're doing. I have got a killer surprise for you guys.
What is it?
What is it?
So, do you remember Mr. Craig from the Prevost show?
We do, yeah.
He sent us a water deionizer. Do you know what a water deionizer is?
Absolutely no idea.
We use it to rinse the bus. And when we rinse the bus, there will be 0 spots.
Really?
So do you know what that means?
You don't have to drive the bus.
That's right. And we'll be able to get those windows spotless that we've never been able to get spotless before because we haven't been able to get up there and dry them.
That's gonna save us so much time.
So I got it in the back of the truck. Let's go check it out.
You hand it like...
I have a sharp knife in my hand.
We got everything set up. We're gonna go ahead and do the front part because we'll get to rinse it with that spot-free water. This is gonna change everything. I bet it'll save us 2 to 3 hours in the time that it takes for us to wash and dry our bus. So what's really cool is you only have to hook this up one time and then you turn it on, and now the water is running through the deionizer, so we'll rinse with that. You don't want to leave it on the entire time because there's no reason to go through the product that's in there. So this is just a very simple way that you turn it off and on when you need it.
Time to tackle those dishes. We've been collecting them for a few days knowing we would have full hookups here. This time we're going to use the heavy wash cycle. Sarah and I snuck away for a bit. I bought some clothes a couple weeks ago and I need to return them. Ladies, you know how that goes. I'm going to be adding YouTube to my mortgage business and I need to make some new videos for that. And while I love my Zion National Park t-shirt, it's probably not quite right for the mortgage video. So we're going to go take care of a few things like that, and we're going to just check a few more things off our list.
It's time to clean the floors. It's one of the few chores I have to do, so I'm gonna turn on my music and get her done. You have to get to the floors. We gotta put everything on the bed so we can get down around here.
Sarah isn't kidding about cranking up her music to clean the floors. She loves country music. Can you see her toes tapping? I'm so happy to have full hookups. I started a load of laundry earlier today. Work and school got in the way, but it's time to pick it back up. I'm gonna strip our bed because I cannot wait to have some fresh sheets to sleep in tonight. Load 4. This is round 7. I'm folding the towels. I'm going to switch everything around and get another load of laundry going. And you know what? Some people hate laundry. I actually don't mind it. And because of the size of my washing machine, I have really manageable loads. I mean, I've got 3 full-size towels and a half a dozen hand towels. And it doesn't take but just a few seconds to fold. So I never mind it, but it's a very important part of this reset time that we have. 7 loads down. I bet I have at least 5 more to go. But we're just gonna keep incorporating it into everything else that we're doing. Every morning I make Jason a cold brew coffee. The ladies at Starbucks got him addicted to this pumpkin cold foam cold brew thing several years ago, and I make it at home because it's way healthier. But he still goes to Starbucks sometimes, and he always brings home a refill. So this morning I'm gonna sneak a little bit of it because I'm tired. I'm tired from this reset. But we also have a new recipe. A couple weeks ago he was in Starbucks and they told him about this pistachio flavored concoction. If you know about it, comment below. Do you like it? I couldn't believe that he got it. Like, I thought, there is no way my husband is gonna have pistachio in his coffee. And there he is.
There he is.
What's up?
What went through your mind ordering pistachio coffee?
I said, you know, I'm gonna try a pistachio nut. And what I really believe is the people at Starbucks are like pushers. They're like, oh, just try it. If you don't like it, we'll make you another one. That's how they got me hooked on pumpkin spice. That's how they got me hooked on pistachio. It's crazy. I know you'll use none of that, but that's okay.
Hey, stop it. So I probably have no business putting any more caffeine in that because that has no caffeine in it yet. But I'm stealing some today. This pistachio stuff is so good. I ordered all the syrups online because that's what I do. I'm going to use a real cup. We'll have a little, I mean, we're talking like an inch of coffee. We're gonna do a little splash of, this is real homemade sweet cream creamer. Just a little bit of pistachio, 1 pump, 2 pumps, something like that. And this is white chocolate mocha, and I guess that's the magic. That's what kind of mellows it out. So. Yeah, tastes good. Norman gets extra dirty too when we're boondocking, and so I'm gonna wash his bed as part of our reset. Oh, you're sleeping so nicely. Come here. We'll wash the blankets later too. Okay, good boy. If you're keeping track, this is load 11. We squeezed a few more in last night, and I squeezed one in this morning while everybody was waking up. This was an easy load, but after this, we're going to do the kids' bed sheets. Load 12. This is the final day of our reset and the last load of laundry. It's number 15. So 15 loads of laundry sounds like a lot. And you know what? It really is. I've never kept track of it like this before, but my washer and dryer are smaller than what we used to have in our house. And so these loads feel effortless. And I just do them throughout the day. And when I need a break from work, I get up, I wiggle for 10 minutes, come switch them, and I go right back. So I'm really thankful to have the washer and dryer here, and almost everything I want to wash, I can do in it. And that's so helpful.
And I'll tell you, it felt really good to sleep on some clean sheets.
Yeah, that is one of my favorite things. We've only got 2 more hours until we have to check out of the RV resort, and we are nowhere near done. So we're gonna rally, everybody's gonna take something off the list, and we're gonna get some of this stuff done. So Willis, what are you doing?
I'm gonna unload the dishwasher.
All right.
I'm gonna do the cabinets and the doors.
I'm gonna wash and dump the tanks.
And I'm gonna go wash the windows.
1, 2, 3.
Shoot 'em balls!
Our tank sensors are not working right now, and we're going to be using the modified, I call it the modified Geo method. We're going to be using some Happy Camper tank cleaner, some Calgon, some borax, and some Dawn dish soap. But before we add that, we've got to go ahead and drain our tanks. This is a water flow meter, and this lets me know how much water we've put into our tanks. And I use a Y because I have a certain hose that I use to flush the black tank, because I never want to use our drinking water hose for that. So now I'll hook the bus water back up so we have water while we're doing everything. And I'll hook. This is why I quit using these hoses. They just kink like crazy. That's why I went to the stainless hoses. They work so much better. So even though I monitor the gallons, I also always set a timer. And for us, about 8 minutes will put us around 50 gallons depending on the park. So I always set a timer and have that with me. You don't ever want to forget filling up your black tank. The park we're in, the water pressure is super high. So I actually got to 70 gallons in just a little bit over 6 minutes. So it's super important that you make sure you always set a timer, but you keep an eye on that gauge when you're doing your tanks. This water flow meter has saved me so much grief. I would encourage that you get one. We're going to drop a link to this one in our Amazon store, but regardless of whichever one you get, you should absolutely have one of these and know how much your tanks hold. It will help you so much in draining your tanks and getting them clean.
Now that Jason has drained the tanks and run clean water through them a few times, it's time to add the cleaning solution so we can get those tank sensors working properly again. We pour through the toilet for the black tanks and the sink for the gray.
So now as we travel, I'll make sure I hit the brakes a few times and swerve a few times, just gently, but it will slosh around, and when we get to the next place, I'll drain all the tanks and rinse them a couple more times, and we should be good to go with very clean tanks and our sensors working.
My turn. Let's get this dust under control and the windows clean again.
There.
Sarah, do you know what to do?
Sure do.
All right. We have to check out by noon, so it's time to get into full motion for that. Everything needs to get in its place, and we're going to take the trash out.
I think that's probably good.
Time to head on down the road. Well, it's Saturday morning and we need to check in and see what is left on the list. So, we did fill the bus and the shower and the bathroom both got cleaned. So we've got wash the truck, wash the dirty shoes, wash Norman, and clean the screens. Well, what's interesting about this list is where we are. We came to Bozeman, Montana to visit some friends for a week, and we knew we were going to stay in the fairgrounds because it's really our only option in Bozeman. And I've been in a fairgrounds before. We were in the fairgrounds in South Florida in February for the Prevost Expo show, and that was awesome. So when we pulled in here yesterday, I was like, oh, okay. So this is where we're going to be for 10 days. Obviously, it's quite a different scenario than what we've been in the last month with all of the beautiful sceneries of boondocking. But because of how we have to camp here, we're going to skip on the screens and washing the shoes for right now because it doesn't make sense to sit them out here in the dirt and the dust. So today, we're going to go wash the truck and we're going to go wash Norman. And I found a place where we can do them both at the same time. Once we get home from doing both of those things, then we will truly be done with our full reset. We did it! Our family pulled together and had fun while we got the bus and all of our stuff back in order after nearly 30 days of boondocking. We didn't accomplish everything in the time frame we wanted to, but in the end, it all worked out. And you know what? Willis even surprised me with clean shoes. I know, you probably feel like you need to go clean your house after watching everything we just did. Go get your world in order and then grab the people you love and go make some memories now. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next adventure.